don't you worry, oh, I'll be back someday. See, every child must go their way, but in my heart you'll stay. Mountains, will you miss me? 'Cause I'll be missing you. Your ridge is blue, the tower true. Oh, I'll be missing you.
Award-winning New Zealand singer-songwriter Holly Arrowsmith has been compared to Joni Mitchell, Laura Marling, Tiny Ruins and Bob Dylan. She's just released a new album and we're lucky enough to have her in studio with us right now. Welcome, Holly.
Welcome.
It is lovely to have you here, really lovely. Is it true that you first picked up a guitar at the age of 12?
Yes, that was at primary school, just doing little guitar lessons.
And what was it? What made you go to it? Like everyone else was doing it, or did you come from a musical family?
I don't really remember exactly, but I think it was kind of an option that was thrown out there as an extra little lesson you could take. And
Well, you did grow up in Arrowtown, didn't you? So you got to make your own fun in Arrowtown. What has it been like, you know, growing up in Arrowtown? Because you've got some heritage from the West as well, really, haven't you?
The American Southwest.
Yes, so your family came here and you've picked up the guitar in Arrowtown and forged this incredible music career. Has it been hard being based in Arrowtown?
Yeah, I'm actually based in Christchurch now, but I started out down there. I think it was actually probably an advantage being from a small town where no one else is really doing
what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely a lot of music down there, but not a lot of original music, and you kind of get a lot of opportunities that you might not if you're in the city competing.
Just for being the local there. So tell us a little about your new album, A Dawn I Remember.
Yeah, I recorded it between Colic Bay and Southland, and Littleton in Christchurch with Ben Edwards. And I wrote a lot of it actually in Auckland. I lived up here for about a year in 2014 or 15. 15. And I just released my first album, and I started writing this one the week that previous one came out. Like, I was ready to just move on to the next thing.
Straight into it. Actually, from songwriters, like you get one out of the way and it's like almost like the new ideas are bubbling over before you've even finished.
It's like the pressure's lifted and then you can be creative again. So I started writing it up here, and actually a lot of themes of homesickness and leaving behind everything that kind of builds up who you are. And I felt like I lost a lot of my identity when I left my home.
Right.
And trying to kind of put that back together. So,
And I guess that's where the title comes from, A Dawn I Remember. Was there a specific moment where you thought this is perfect for the album, this title?
Yeah, I was reading poetry by Rumi, and I didn't know what to call the album. I'd thought about it for weeks, and nothing had come to me. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll find it somewhere else. Maybe it'll be something someone else wrote. And a poem called Water from Your Spring just jumped out to me, and that line is in the poem, and it really moved me. And I think it sums up the feeling of that kind of the memory of a time and a place you can't go back to, and even the person that you can't go back to that is, you know, an older, a younger.
And it's that sort of feeling of melancholy, and that sort of that warmness and also that sadness as well, mixed into one.
Yeah.
You performed at Rhythm and Alps, Rhythm and Vines too, to name a few. You supported Rodriguez as well, Jessica Pratt. You toured with Fly My Pretties. Do you get nervous when you're up there on stage now, or how do you deal with that?
Yeah, I get like body nervous. It's like my body's nervous, but maybe not my mind sometimes, which is odd. So you still get the butterflies and everything, even though you know, I can do this, I'm okay. Done it before. So I think it's good. It gives you a little bit of adrenaline, and once you're on stage, you kind of just kick into gear and you just do it. It's like survival, I think.
And sometimes people find their moment when they're on stage, don't they? You know, they're just like, okay, this is where I'm most comfortable, so I'm just going to do my thing. Speaking of you know, doing your thing, has this been the best year, you know, so far? Are things moving in the direction that you want them to go? What's next? Yeah,
that's a big question. I don't know if I could sum it up as the best year yet, but I am hopeful that new opportunities are going to come from the album being out. And I guess it's kind of a wait and see now, and still a lot of work to be done with touring it and promoting it. So
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
really July, still a whole heap of the year to
Yeah,
go.
That is true.
Holly,
that
it's
is
been
true.
a pleasure chatting with you. Holly's new album, Adorn, I Remember, is out right now. You can check out her website for further details.
And make sure you stick around as she'll be performing for us at the end of the show. You do not want to miss it. It's sensational.